So I just wanted to, I needed to make one of the videos this week start out like this because I'm kind of in awe. I went away over the weekend and the support on this channel has been insane. I based this channel more so around gaming in general, not just Call of Duty, as well as kind of like my opinions on certain things, whether that be like the Assassin's Creed stuff, GTA, leaks involving Battlefield, or what's going on in Call of Duty. And this channel has been growing at a rate that's like almost the same as like Ink Slasher, like the main Call of Duty channel. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for that. We're basically doing 2 videos a day over here, and you guys seemingly are really enjoying it. So I just wanted to say thank you. We're going to continue doing what we're doing, covering all the games, all the opinions, and just keep it going that way. Let's plays, reviews, those are all coming. Just everything involved with opinions with video games, it's going to be right here. But while I was gone, while I was away, GTA 6 did something strange, like really, really weird. The video that I got on it is a short one, but I'm going to have definitely more to say on this one. It's by TGG, and he says, news, GTA 6 publisher reveals why trailer 2 is taking so long. And if you haven't heard the news on this one, it's odd. It is really, really odd. So this is, let's just get into it.
In some unexpected news, we actually got some really big info on Grand Theft Auto 6 today, directly from Strauss Zelnick, who is the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, or the publisher of Rockstar Games. He sat down and had an interview with Bloomberg today, and actually gave us an answer as to why we...
Not only that, they showed the interview. It wasn't like just like a behind the scenes write up a report. They showed the interview.
Don't have GTA 6 trailer 2 yet. This is really big news. So we'll get into that clip in 1 second, but this is also really big news for anyone that thinks the game is going to get delayed. Because even though Take-Two Interactive just confirmed about a month ago that the game is still on track for fall 2025, a lot of people are very nervous that the game will get pushed. Now, of course, that will always be a possibility until the game comes out.
By the way, based off of this announcement alone, I've seen both sides. People saying this means the game is getting delayed, and people say this confirms that it is coming out this year. So we'll let them say what they have to say, but just keep both of those sides in mind as this plays.
But I'm going to play the clip and then we'll discuss it and break it down after. It's not going to be a long video. This won't take long. Here we go.
One of the biggest questions right now in all gaming, in entertainment generally, is when...
Also super interesting that front and center, they're promoting this with obviously GTA 5, but they have the Borderlands right out front here because there's a new Borderlands game coming this year. Sorry, just had to interject there.
In entertainment generally, is when does Grand Theft Auto 6 come out? Which seems to be a very carefully held secret. Why is it so carefully held as a secret?
The anticipation for that title may be the greatest anticipation I've ever seen for an entertainment property, and I've been around.
It is.
Around the block a few times, and I've been in every entertainment business there is. And we want to maintain the anticipation and the excitement. And we do have competitors who will describe their release schedule for years in advance.
Right, so this is he's talking about the hype cycle of a general video game here.
And we found that the better thing to do is to provide marketing materials relatively close to the release window in order to create that excitement.
So he says this, right? He says this, but look how far in advance they put out things on Borderlands. Look how far they put out things on Mafia. Look how long ago we got the first trailer for GTA 5. So that is where the side of people who come in and say, oh, this means it's delayed. It's because they're just taking too long. But there's another side to it.
One hand, and balance the excitement with unmet anticipation. And we always get it exactly right, but that's what we're trying to do.
So let's go over exactly what he said there. The words are important. Strauss uses his words very specifically, so we're going to break it down. He said, we do have competitors who describe their release schedule years in advance, which is what Rockstar used to do. And we found that the better thing to do is provide marketing materials, like trailer 2 and every trailer beyond that, relatively close to the release window in order to create that excitement. I don't always get it exactly right, but that's what we're trying to do. Why is this important? Well, directly from the CEO, we have confirmation that Rockstar isn't doing these really long marketing windows like they used to. And that
So, in other words, we're not getting trailer 2 anytime
Instead,
soon.
they are going to release Trailer 2 and all of the marketing for the game very close or much closer to the game's release than before. So with GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, for example, we got Trailer 2 about a year before the game came out, which is why there's so many people worried that because we don't have Trailer 2 for GTA 6 yet, that means the game's going to get delayed because Rockstar always releases Trailer 2 about a year before it comes out. We have confirmation that that is not the case, and that Rockstar will be releasing Trailer 2 relatively close to the release window. Now, we know that window is fall, which starts in late September. So now the question is, what does relatively close mean? For a lot of people, they think that means about 6 months. So about 6 months before roughly the start of October,
Is any time
a lot
now.
of people are expecting Trailer 2, which would be kind of right about now.
Which I don't think is going to happen, and that's why that statement is important, right? If he was saying like, oh, like it's like, he would be like, you should pay attention what's going on, but that's not what he's saying.
Sadly, like I said, this doesn't actually give us any info specifically on what day a trailer will come out, but it almost certainly means we'll be getting a trailer within the next month or two at most, I would say, right? Probably, who knows, but that's what it sounds like, yeah? So if you're still worried about a delay, for now, at least, there is no need to worry. We have
There's something I
confirmation
gotta look up.
from the horse's mouth that the game is on track and they're just going to release a trailer closer to launch. What's funny is every year people
So
always...
here's what I find interesting right now. The thing I was looking up is the game that Take-Two has coming out next. That is their next big open world game, which is Mafia: The Old Country. It's scheduled for Q3. And I think they don't want to cross-contaminate any sort of push forward with these two games. But like with no release date on that one either, it's just like, okay, maybe they're trying the same sort of thing with both, where it's just like trailer, month later release. I
saying
don't
they're going to
know.
release a trailer at the Super Bowl. And Strauss Zelnick actually answered this question and kind of mentioned it. I want to play this clip as well. This is quite funny.
You mentioned marketing. How do you market a big console game like Grand Theft Auto 6?
So it probably doesn't look much different than motion picture marketing. So we'll do a lot of brand marketing for a big release. We'll use outdoor, we'll still be on television. The bulk of our spend, though, will be more directed to a consumer. It's more performance marketing.
Go on.
So we will use social media
Okay.
and the audio-visual material against which we advertise will typically be delivered by Hulu, for example, as opposed to network television.
That is such a weird statement.
And we don't spend money on Super Bowl ads typically. But you will see us in outdoor for our big releases. I believe in outdoor.
So if you're one of those people that thinks we're going to get a GTA 6 trailer at the Super Bowl, it's never going to happen. Anyway, if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, subscribe.
This video was recorded way after the Super Bowl. In other words, they're not going to put it during any sporting events. So they're not going to pull a Call of Duty and put it during the NBA Finals or anything like that. They're going to do focused marketing, and they don't need to. They don't need to spend the money on something like that. I think that's more so what he was saying. But he says outdoor marketing, so just like out of the normal thing. But he's saying that's what we'll do for launch, not for just like trailer 2.
Subscribe for more stuff like this. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Boys.
So it's it's an interesting interview because he's not saying anything that's going to happen. He's saying what's not. So in other words, what he's saying is we are not going to be getting a trailer until it is closer to actual launch. You are not going to see a trailer at a Super Bowl or a giant sporting event. We are the way he said. Did I hear that right? That he said Hulu? Like we would put it on Hulu? Like
In marketing, how do you market a big console game like Grand Theft Auto 6?
So it probably doesn't look much
Hulu?
different than motion picture marketing. So we'll do a lot of brand marketing for a big release. We'll use outdoor, we'll still be on television. The bulk of our spend, though, will be more directed to a consumer. It's more performance marketing. So we will use social media and the audio-visual material against which we advertise will typically be delivered by Hulu, for example.
am I missing Hulu? Is there a reason for like? Am I crazy? By the way, I just realized that when I'm showing that, I'm covering up Bloomberg. I don't know whether I need to show that or not, but am I the only one that finds that part really, really weird? But I don't think they need to distribute on Hulu or anything. If they put out the trailer on Twitter, it's going to blow up. If they put out the trailer on YouTube, it's going to blow up. It's going to be whatever the most viewed video is for that year on whatever platform that is going out on. And the fact that they're waiting to build hype, as they're saying, makes a lot of sense at this point. The entire GTA community is going absolutely insane at this point, waiting for trailer 2. And they basically just got told, you're going to need to keep waiting. But I'm sure the theories will still keep coming. My guess, if I have to put something out there, I originally said May. I said May during that quarter's investors call. We'll probably get more information about it and around that time. But if they're waiting for Mafia, they might do Mafia announcements during that May cycle and then wait until like end of summer before they actually like start putting things out. The thing that they're going to want to avoid is, I find Call of Duty a lot of the time goes no marketing, no marketing, no marketing, all the marketing, no marketing, no marketing release. Like last year with the like ARGs and stuff that they put out so early on in like, what was that, May, June? It might have been June. And then just nothing, and then beta, and then nothing. I think that's what they want to avoid. So like if they can do like trailer 2, something else a week later, something else a week later, something else a week later, something else a week later launch, I think that's more what they're aiming for. And I think more companies need to do stuff like that, because the amount of times you see huge hype, nothing, huge hype, nothing launch. And I think that's pushing away from what's actually working nowadays. And I think that is more so what he's saying, but I could be wrong. But it sounds like at least another month, at least, right? Unless he's messing with us. We'll have to wait and see.